When I was working in a corporate job, driving was a part of my everyday routine. And if you've ever driven through city traffic, you'll know what should have been a 30-minute drive ends up being an hour or longer. Today, I was sitting in the same position. By the time I reached home, my lower back felt stiff, my hips felt tight, and eventually I developed sciatica on my right side. That was one of the reasons I became more serious about my yoga practice. As I learned more, I slowly built a simple sequence that helped me undo some of the effects of long hours behind the wheel. Started doing it every morning and again in the evening after work. Even today, after a long drive, I come back to these movements. I'm sharing this sequence with you. You can incorporate it in your daily sequence or practice. What today is part one. Tomorrow we'll follow it up with part two. The first movement that I do is Malasana, where you stand with your feet apart, a little more than hip distance apart, and then you just come down and sit in a deep squat. Okay, you can lock your elbows with your knees and push your knees out so you get a little extra stretch happening in the hip joint. Malasana helps to not only open the hip joint but also stretch the thigh muscle, stretch the back of our ankle, and also gives a good stretch to the entire spine. Now, if you're someone who's unable to sit with your heels down on the floor and you are somewhere here, then I suggest you take a towel, roll it up, make a nice thick roll, and put it under your heels. I have my yoga blocks here, so I'll show you. Take the towel or a block if you have yoga block and just keep it under your heels and stay here. Easy peasy. Hold this for a couple of seconds, 30 seconds or more if you can. If you can stay for a minute, nothing like that. And then to come out, take the blocks out or the towel out and stand up. The next movement is a forward bend or half forward bend, Adho Uttanasana. You stand with your feet mat distance apart, face a wall or a chair or a dining table. Take your arms up, fold from your hip joint and come down. Try and make a 90-degree angle from your hip joint and torso. Stay here, push the wall so your buttocks are pushed back. Uttanasana helps to decompress your spine, which helps in our lower back stiffness or pain that we may experience after long drives. And at the same time, it helps to stretch the back of our legs without putting too much load on our spine. Stay here again for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever is comfortable, and then slowly come up. After sitting for long hours in one position, the blood flow in our legs can get slow. So to improve that, one of the best exercise is calf raises, simple calf raises where you take your heels up and down, up and down. This helps to improve the blood flow in the entire leg. You must have heard that calf muscles are considered to be the second heart of our body. So pumping the calf muscles with calf raises is a great way to keep that blood flow going in the legs. You can do this 10 to 15 times. Take your hands, keep them on the edge of the seat, walk back, coming in an inverted V, and push away from your hands. You can keep your heels up first, pull your kneecap, pull the thigh muscles. Look up straight, don't take your chin to the chest. And then push away from your hands, taking your buttocks up toward the ceiling. Slowly come out of this position, step forward and come out. This is the first half of the routine that has stayed with me for years. Tomorrow I'll share part 2 where we'll focus on opening the hips even further with movements that became an important part of managing the tightness I experienced after long days of sitting and driving. If your work also involves long hours behind the wheel or at a desk, I think you'll find these movements incredibly helpful. I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, drive safe. Bye.